Welcome everybody, Mark here with Mark's Travel Time. In this video I am going to look at the movie Up in the Air. It was a 2009 release starring George Clooney about a frequent traveler. Well, it was about more than that, but that was a lot of the movie, what his life was like on the road. And I thought it would be interesting to take a comparison and say, is life on the road depicted in this movie realistic? So let's look in this first scene. In this movie, George Clooney meets a woman in the lounge at the hotel.
You satisfied with Maestro?
Yeah, I am.
A little stingy with their miles. I like Hertz.
Hertz keeps its vehicles too long. If a car has over 20,000 miles, I won't drive it.
Maestro doesn't instant checkout. I like to park and go.
First of all, let me say, having been married for over 30 years, it's been a long time since I tried to pick up a woman in a bar. But I will say this. I think if a man opened up by asking, "Are you satisfied with Maestro?" the first thing that I'm thinking from a woman's perspective is, this guy's a creeper. Why is he looking over my shoulder? Why is he looking at the tags on my luggage or looking at what I'm looking at on my phone? There's just something that feels creepy about that whole conversation, or the start of it anyway. Beyond that, yeah, when we travel and we run into people in the lounge, in restaurants, at the check-in desk, that does tend to be the kind of conversation we have with other people that we recognize as frequent travelers. And make no mistake about it, we do recognize if somebody has a tag on their bag that suggests they have a certain level of hotel status or airline status or whatever. We do recognize that as travelers. And oftentimes, just like any other thing, what do? We strive to find things in common in everyday conversation, which is why so many people talk about sports and weather. So frequent travelers do indeed talk about things like, are you satisfied with this service or that service? And by the way, I agree with her on Hertz as well. They keep their cars entirely too long, which is why I personally use Enterprise. Let's look at another scene.
Right. Oh, Maplewood card. How dare you bring that into this palace?
Hilton offers equal value and better food, but the Maplewood gives out warm cookies at check-in.
What they got to do with the cookies?
I'm a sucker for simulated hospitality.
There's an industry term for that. It's a mixture of faux and homey. Foamy.
Oh my God. I wasn't sure these actually existed.
Okay, so the conversation turned to their loyalty cards. And I have a lot of them. As we look here, the first one on the top, I'm not even sure. Oh, I know what this is. This is I've got my diamond status here. I was hosting a meeting at, I think it was the Flamingo in Vegas. And they gave me this diamond status card where whatever hotel chain they're a part of there in Vegas, or like 5 hotels, I could get in and out of all the executive lounges and I can get into free shows. So this was a good one. Let's see. I have here my Enterprise Plus, Hyatt. This is still Hyatt Gold, but I'm Hyatt Diamond now. IGH. I have several levels of IGH, so I must have just, oops, I just had to do a cut there because I didn't want you to see my name on the card. But I think I have several levels of these. I must have just kept them. Here is my Marriott's Reward, which is now called Bonvoy, by the way. I probably have that card in here somewhere. SPG. Sorry, I got to keep covering my name before I flash these. So here's my A Advantage card. Here's my Delta Sky Miles Silver. Here is my National Car Rental Emerald card. There's my Rapids Reward for Southwest. Best Western, Choice. It goes on and on and on. You get so many cards as you become free. But then there's more. I didn't even pick them all up. As you go through the programs, what I think is unrealistic in this scene is that they would carry all of those with them. This is 2009. Smartphones were already a thing. And you don't really carry these cards around with you anymore. What you do is you save it all on your phone. With me, I actually have in my text, the text area of your phone, I have a list of all the hotels, airlines, car services, and my number. Because I don't want to go through everything. And that way I go to that one list and I look down, and if they need, I'll say, do you need my rewards number? And I can read it to them. Now, some of them, I actually have the app. And when I check in, it's nice to open the app and show them. There's a subtlety there. For example, when I check into a hotel, if I'm checking into, I'll say Hilton, because I use Hilton a lot. I want them to know I'm Diamond, because you get a lot of benefits with Diamond. You can get a free room upgrade. You get little treats and snacks when you come in. You can get late checkout. You get a lot of benefits. So oftentimes I will just call it up on my phone, and now you can see my name and my number and Diamond status. And I just show them and say, do you have my my rewards number on file? And even if they're new, if they're not paying attention, they look at that and they, ooh, Diamond. And I make sure that I get my status. However, carrying all those cards around, I think, is unrealistic. It makes for a cute scene where they're going back and forth and they're talking about the rewards programs. But I don't think anybody really carries around all of these cards with them. Let's take a look at the next scene. Packing. Absolutely true. When you travel a lot, you have packing down to a science, and you know where everything goes. Now, I am not so dramatic where I take something, snap it shut as I stare at it, but you know exactly where everything goes. When I take off my dirty clothes, it's just my routine in a hotel. They all go in the bottom drawer of the whatever is in the hotel, whatever the chest of drawers or whatever. And when it's time to go back home, I pull all those out, and I know exactly where they were. I know exactly how to pack them into my luggage and my carry-on. The one thing I think is a little unrealistic, as much time as he spends on the road, he's doing it all with one rollerboard suitcase. I don't think that is realistic at all. You can see that he's very well dressed, very well groomed. I don't think you could do that. At the very least, you'd have to have two suits. You'd have to have one out being dry cleaned while one was being worn. Probably more than that. Even when I go out for just 3 to 5 days, well, not 3 days, but if I'm out for 5 days, I have at least 2 jackets, with dress pants, so I can have a different look if I'm going to an event or a meeting or a dinner or whatever it might be. And if you have a couple of suits with you, very unlikely you're going to fit that all on one single rollerboard. Not impossible, but very unlikely.
Pleasure to see you again, Mr. Bingham.
Okay, so they were showing how smoothly he gets through everything because he's polished, he knows what to expect. Unfortunately, it doesn't go quite that smoothly. Now, they do have special lines when you check bags. Of course, he's not checking bags. That's another thing that he talks about in the movie quite a bit, how everything he does is carry-on. I already referred to that. I doubt that that would really be, it would be possible, but it's unlikely that someone's traveling that much would not have at least one check bag. So we'll give him that. It's Hollywood, right? But if you would get to the airport, you would still have to wait in line to get your bag. And I assume that he probably checked in online so you could bypass a lot of the rigmarole. Personally, I would think that if you really wanted to bypass things, you're probably checking that bag at curbside, because curbside will get you through a lot quicker. Give him a few dollars for every bag and you're on your way. The one thing that is a little peculiar here is when he walks through security and he's holding up his boarding pass like that. I don't know what that was all about, because every airport that I've been to, and I started traveling extensively in about 2011, 2012, so that was only 2 years after this, security is always before you get through the scanning and bag checks and all of that. So that's when they always have a TSA person. They check your ID, they check your boarding pass, and then you go through all that, taking off the shoes and so on and so forth. The other thing, and this is new since this movie was made, but TSA pre-check. I would assume that Clooney would now have TSA pre-check. He wouldn't be taking off his shoes. He wouldn't be having the bins. He would buzz right through and be on his way. So that was kind of fun. I hope that you enjoyed my look at Hollywood versus reality for the frequent traveler. I know a lot of you that watch this channel are also frequent travelers, and those of you who aren't, probably go to the movies. I would love to hear what you think about this video. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face down there in the corner. And don't forget to ring that bell icon so you know when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Mark, and this is Mark's Travel Time.